Greetings, this is Matt Fiello, Technical Marketing Engineer, and we're back with another Intersight Managed Mode Expert Series video. We are still talking about domain profile policies or domain policies, and today we'll discuss the Syslog policy. So with that, let's review a couple slides and a short demo. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time explaining Syslog. I would imagine anybody viewing this video probably has a good idea what Syslog is about. Obviously, we want to collect all those network device messages, system messages, be able to collect that to a kind of a central server, central repository. It's absolutely instrumental for log analysis during troubleshooting. So very important. And it's absolutely something that you want to configure as far as your domain policy, because you're actually allowing those syslog messages from the fabric itself, the fabric interconnect, to be able to be remotely communicated then to your syslog server. Now, as far as domain policies go, the Syslog policy gets created and attached directly to the domain profile. So no nesting. As far as recommendations, you absolutely want to do this. So configure your domain Syslog policy. Check with your network administrator for the appropriate Syslog server, FQDN or IP address. Again, this is for the fabric interconnect syslog messages. So you'll see this policy again on the server profile side for server policies. That allows the servers to send their syslog messages as well. And you can, in fact, use the same policy. As with all Intersight Managed Mode Expert Series videos, we like to put a graphic slide in as far as where this policy is used in the system. So you can see your domain profile on the left, and then you'll attach the Syslog policy directly to the domain profile as you build that out. And when we cover the domain profile in its video, you'll see that. Okay, for our demonstration of Syslog policy, we are here in Intersight in Infrastructure Service, Policies, create a policy. I'm going to filter down on UCS domain policies and select Syslog. We're going to give it a unique and meaningful name. Click Next. And the first thing you see is, what's the scope of the policy? You can do all platforms. That's perfectly fine. If you're just doing blades, basically UCS B series, X series, you could use just UCS domain. The difference matters to some additional capabilities with selecting the port and protocol for like UCS standalone servers or FI attached servers. So we'll get to that. You have two areas here, local logging and remote logging. So I can set the minimum severity to report to Syslog here. Okay. And it defaults to warning. I can then enable my remote Syslog server. Okay. So I want to come over here and enable it. I'm going to give it an IP address. In our case, it's a bogus IP, but get that address from your system administrator or network administrator. And you can see the port here because I got all platforms which encompass the standalone servers. So this is the default port for Syslog. That's why it's populated there. And the default protocol is UDP, but that is configurable. And again, you can set the minimum severity to report remotely. I would say these probably should match. Okay, so you have the data in two places. You do have the ability to add a second Syslog server. So you can have a primary and a secondary. And with that, let's create. Okay, that concludes our Syslog policy video. I hope you were able to learn something. Stay tuned for more Intersight Manage Mode Expert Series videos. And thank you.